Hello guys, so I already brought the Game Boy Advance to the channel. So, today I will bring his younger brother. The Game Boy Advance SP was launched 2 years after the original Game Boy Advance, which means that this one was released in 2003. For the first time on a Game Boy we have a rechargeable battery instead of batteries. With a frontlit screen and a clamshell design, this little guy was a success. It supported all the games that the original Game Boy Advance supported. I mean, it is also a Game Boy Advance. To be honest, I prefer the original Advance's design. For me, it is more comfortable to hold, and the screen between the buttons makes more sense. One of the great advantages I find is the fact that it has a backlit screen. So, I do not have to use the magic lantern or try to find the best view angle. I always loved the Pokémon games, so I also bought the Pokémon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team. The basic premise is that the player is a human turned into a Pokémon, teams up with a partner Pokémon, and explores randomly generated dungeons. Do you ever played this game? Tell me in the comments. The battery place on the back can be removed and replaced. All we need to do is a little bit of unscrewing. The inputs and outputs of the console are on the back, which means you can play while the console is charging. Listen to loudspeakers. This Game Boy Advance SP can also play games from an old Game Boy version. For example, this Looney Tunes game from the Game Boy Color. It is a little weird because the cartridge is half exposed. Actually, I never played this game before, but let's have a look. As you might expect, we can also play games from the original Game Boy. Although the cartridge is a little smaller than the one I showed before, it also gets half exposed. As you are noticing, the game is from the original Game Boy, which did not have colors, but the Game Boy Advance can make it happen. This game is from 1998, so it means that it will turn 28 years old this year. So, tell me in the comments, do you prefer the SP or the original Game Boy Advance? See you on the next video. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. And tell me in the comments, which one do you prefer?